Pioneer postgame where the Rail Splitters have knocked off the Tusculum Pioneers 63-52. Joined by Pioneer coach Meagan Price. And coming in shorthanded, no Alyssa Walker, no Delana DeBusque, who's played well. Alyssa does so much for you outside of the realm of necessarily scoring. She gives you that big basket, setting screens, getting rebounds, different things. Different people, different places, plugging it in. Nothing new for this group, however. And, I think today there may have been a little bit more for LMU. I think what this team has to do is realize every game we got to bring the energy going forward.
And I said I said that before Coker. I said that before LMU. I knew they were going to come out with that energy. They've changed. He's created that energy with them early. And we just got bullied around. Like, we weren't ready to fight. We didn't want to fight. We got pushed around. We want calls. We're literally looking at the refs all the time instead of being strong with the basketball. Things that we talked about, things that we worked on. So at this point, we have to go back to the drawing board because we've got out-rebounded twice and in 2 games and by a large margin. And so for us, I think, that comfortability's there. We might have to shake the lineups up, but we got to get uncomfortable again.
You're right. And give the team that effort. That was the key. And I didn't bring it up against Coker. I didn't realize it right away until you had walked away. We got out-rebounded. You don't see that very often, and that's just a physicalness, yeah.
To me, it's effort. I went back and watched the game as soon as I got home. And I'm watching every possession. I have preached it. We do box-out drills and, incentives, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, that was my number one thing I wrote on the board today, finish plays. Because in close games like Wingate, we still gave up offensive rebounds. The last two buckets they got were on offensive rebounds. Yeah. We give up offensive rebounds down there in a free throw. Every game, even against Coker, we gave up offensive rebounds down the stretch. And we're just not tough enough to finish a game. And, I've said it over and over, but, obviously it falls back on me, but I got to figure out how to make our group tough.
It's good probably it's happening at the end of January, but it's difficult because you want to continue this hot streak.
Yeah.
What I was impressed with is you're down 19, and all of a sudden you look up and it's a 4-point game. We just kind of threw it all around the place after that. We had a really good chance.
Yeah, I thought down that stretch we had a good chance too, and I think situations early where, if we'd had timeouts and been able to advance it and run some stuff on the side out of bounds to score quicker, we might could have been in the game right there at the end too. But it goes back to me burning timeouts because of our effort. And so I think, and not knowing the scout and having to figure out who we're going with next. And so, kudos to them. They did an awesome job. They brought energy in a place that's tough to play, in a big crowd. And so hats off to LMU. And they're a good team, and they're going to keep rolling, and our side is going to be competitive. And that's what I'm trying to tell our kids from here on out. Like, no game's going to be easy. It's not easy.
Jami goes down. It scares us again, and it's happened. But it seemed to really bother her in the game. She just wasn't as active in the paint. But, man, she still gives you a double-double here today.
Yeah, she does, and it's wild because I'm looking over there going, are we taping her up? What are we doing? But just that toughness factor of getting back out there when we needed her, we had great second half effort. I'm proud of our second half effort. We got to figure out what to do moving forward with this group. And when you get an opportunity, you got to take it, and we lost our opportunity tonight. Certain people lost an opportunity in my eyes because that was a big game. And when you don't know stuff, we're in trouble.
Yeah. Well, I will say a valiant effort, a tough second quarter. We'll get them on Saturday. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
She's Pioneer coach Meagan Price. The Pioneers fall here today to LMU. Back with some final numbers. LMU 63, Tusculum 52. Pioneer basketball continues after this on the Pioneer Sports Network.